Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the pass game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Hauls it in. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hamilton. Stumbled to the ground. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage.
Hey, that sucked. I hit the wrong damn button.
At the 34. Great place to start for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. He'll pull it on the read. Running to Green. And they drag it.
What is going on with this defense? Come on now.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Puts him in the spin cycle.
Are you kidding me?
Touchdown, Blue Devils. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. From the gun, the ground game. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the red zone, it's Young. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying play action. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. Fourth and short, that means decision time. Or for us, green light. Go for it.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
Yeah, and how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Fires on the move. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. To the air on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll leave it with him. And he's still running after the move. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 4 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you need to know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the running back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Boley. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the handoff. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Right back to the well. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Looking for room, it's Scott. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. To the air, it's Boley. Good timing on the quick out. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Rides the back and leaves it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together. Looking left.
He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the 1st half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the... Here come the Irish back on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Bettis. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 9 to FIU. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Blue Devils. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. He almost had the pick, and that could... giving them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing a field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fighting off the defender. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. But David, they've got some different...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing him.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Defense in press coverage. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Splits the uprights, it's good. That slices the lead to 2.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That's caught. It's Williams. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the ground with the back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Almost had the completion, just missed it. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? Looking to pass. It's Boley. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.